Hello and welcome back to Judith Plains. Well, it was an early morning this morning. That should be fully fertilized now. It is, yes, perfect. Right, that is all the fields. I say all of them, it was just this field 43 with the clover, I believe, to fertilize with the second stage of fertilizer application. Now we're going to leave this here. We need to go around here. I wonder if there's chicks. Let's have a quick look. There is. There's another 100 today. Although, yeah, this is the first day of June. I think that's right. I can't remember. Anyway, these guys need some silage to keep them going. Productivity is still 89%, but obviously we've got the TMR mixer, which is somewhere in here. It is, yeah, ready to be used for when we get the hay from the clover field. But just now we need to purchase, I'm just going to make sure as well. Yeah, they're 1 month, so that's fine. So we can buy another 10 of the brown Swiss and Holstein, isn't it? Yes. So 10 of these, 2,500 pounds, but dollars. I need to change that when I switch between here and Kinlake. $2,500, and we get Holsteins as well. We get another 10 of them, $2,500. Right, that is the cows done. What else have we got? The pigs, they are still looking good for feed, still plenty of straw. They obviously need some silage until we get, which I believe is tomorrow. Yeah, so that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to be able to get some hay done then. So tomorrow the cows will be on TMR. So actually, I think we might get away with just leaving silage just now and letting it run dry. That may just work. Obviously tomorrow, I think our barley is going to be ready in fields 15, 9, 7 and 13. So that's good. We did stop the beer production because we have 22 litres of barley left. Obviously, we're waiting for the barley to be ready, which isn't until tomorrow. We can't really sell anything either. We could sell the beer, but maybe eggs, but even then, it's not really worth loading up anything to go with, and there's not enough ethanol to sell either. I think, because all the fields are up to date and ready, I think it's going to be a good idea to just jump into, I say tomorrow, the next day, and then jump into next month after tomorrow. Right, we'll just leave that there. We'll turn it off. I'm just looking at my notes to see if there is anything else we've got to do, but it's just fertilise field 43, which we've just done and got up early for. The chicken's in a hurry somewhere. I think the animation is hilarious. It's probably not going to do it now, because we're watching for it, but when you see them running towards you with their wings out flapping, it's quite hilarious. I'll see if I can get that again. You maybe just caught it on that clip there. But I'm waiting to go and rest until later on today, see how the cows are getting on, see if they need more silage to keep them going. If not, we should see them tomorrow, where we're going to get the hay done, or if it's not tomorrow, it's the day after. So before we jump in later on, let's have a look at the sale. You can see a combine there. See, now that would be good. I would love to get that, but it's not... I'd rather have the biomass, or the biogas, should I say, because that's almost $500,000. Now we can afford it. We can afford the header for it as well without financing anything, but yeah, we'd have two big combines, but I don't think... No. Because then you start looking at them and then you start buying other things and it snowballs from there. Before you know it, you haven't got enough for the biogas when you need to buy it. Right, we're going to jump into tomorrow, see how everything looks. If everything's good, we'll just top up the cows as needed. I know the potato production does need some potatoes. We'll do that tomorrow. And then we'll probably see you next month where we can harvest the barley, get the hay done from the clover field, get the cows fed TMR, and see what else there is to do. So we'll see you in just a little minute. Well, we've jumped forward into June now. I was just looking at the animals there, making sure they're all okay. They've got 13,000 litres of... no, they don't. They have 10,000 litres of food. Not 13,000 litres. I'll take a quick check in here. We've stopped the alfalfa processing now as well in our fermenter silo. Now we've got clover. We're most of the way through it. We should have enough room left. We did calculate it at the start, so that should be good. The potatoes got topped up last night, so they should be good as well. Ethanol plant is still going fine. Probably take over some sorghum today. I don't know how much we've got left. We've still got corn left, that's fine. Sorghum, still plenty. We'll take some of that over today as well. Beer is still stopped until we've got the barley, but it's going to be tomorrow. It's still showing. It's showing very close, and I think the clover field will be ready tomorrow as well to cut into hay, and we can finally get a TMR mix done. So these guys are up to 100% productivity, and hopefully 100% of the value as well, because I think these should be a bit more expensive than what they are. But I'm not sure where the cutoff is for the percentages. Whatever it drops below, it moves down in value. I'm not sure of that, but 10,000 litres should be enough for today. Hopefully we can get them through into tomorrow with that. If not, we need to give them a little bale of silage just to keep them topped up for tomorrow. But we're checking the sale. Yes, the X9 is still there, but we have this big bud, and it is the most powerful one we can get, the 747 16V. It is 44% off. It's only got 55 hours on it, which is nothing for that machine. It's very tempting to get, but I'm not sure how long it's going to be in the sale for. So it would be higher purchase. I'm not sure though. I'm debating on it. Let's see, what would we get for the old one? It's 100% condition, so it is fully repaired. Just under 54,000, but it's 435 horsepower, and the other one is 1,100. So it's going to have no issues pulling seeders or anything like that once we start increasing the size of our equipment even more to cope with big fields. Because with what we've got, if we do take on field 6 at the bottom here, and if we take on field 87, potentially we'll probably take on field 72 at one point as well. Just to rotate our corn crops and put something else in it. So we're going to need another combine, but I think getting both's a bit too risky because the biogas there, I think, was 1.4 million, which is what we're going to be getting next for next year. So very tempting. I think I'm going to sit on that one just now and have a check on everything else, make sure it's all okay. But we'll see you tomorrow, where everything should be ready, and we may or may not have a big bud. Well, we decided to do it. We bit the bullet. It does come with double wheels, big LSW tires. But just for reference, this is the two of them side by side. I'm getting hit by it already. There we go. So a massive difference, and I think this is going to be a big upgrade to the farm, and it's going to outpower and outperform the case quad track we've got as well. But that just puts it into perspective, the size. I can see into the engine from here, but there I'm level. It's not really the same front though, we can't really do that. And you have to look up to the engine there, and the tires, massive difference there. When I was actually moving this over here, when that was parked on the truck, the little big bud was on that trailer. I parked this up kind of nose into the front of it. The bonnets were level with this one up on the truck. That's how big it was. But this one does come, there was $40,000 for the extra tires, because there is another set of LSWs to go on this, so it's double tires, so it's really got the traction. So in total it was $283,015, $55,700 of extras. But we took it over 10 years, which we're going to pay off next year with the next ethanol sale, and put down a $56,603 deposit, which makes it $2,238 a month. But that's only going to be for the next 10 months or so, until we get the next load of ethanol. Right, let's put this in here, because our intention is, this is only 450 horsepower, so it's not enough. We're going to sell this. It shouldn't need repaired, because we did truck it up here. £3, or $3. Right, $59,029. We are going to sell that. Yes. Right. So now that's basically paid. That 59,000 has paid for the deposit. We put down 56,000, and we asked them to take the tires off, so that it was. We're able to take it back with the trailer, because when we had that double tires on, that's the kind of thing we would have between the farms and in the field. Would never transport it with the double tires. In fact, I think even this. Oh, this is a stretch for the trailer. Do you know what we can do with this trailer? I think there is outrigger. Let's just check this out. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what the red bits are for. I'm pretty sure we can actually put bits on there to extend the bed, because that was a bit. That was pushing it, to be honest. We're not going to get away with that going down the road. Right, I'll get lined up with this. We'll get it loaded and see what it looks like. Well, that's it loaded up. There really is not much room on this trailer at all. It's moving. It doesn't know what to do. But yeah, there is literally no room at the front there. And we are very close to the back there. What is happening with this trailer? If I stay here, it doesn't move. If I move closer, that's really odd. But yeah, this is very wide indeed, and even with the outriggers on, it's really not doing much. It's still half the tire. So imagine that with the tires, with the double tires on it. Susie's look a bit funky, but yeah, we can live with that. Right, it has put some serious weight on the Volvo. I don't know if we can change that, or if this is even going to move. It will move. Well, best to use the beacons, because we're going to need that with this. It's sinking into the ground. We're going to get stuck here. Yep. Oh, this is going to be fun. The power of a Volvo pulling a big bud. This just isn't going to work. Well, maybe. Right, this is going to take quite a while. It's a good job we've got nothing else to do for today. We're going to work on attempting to get this back to the yard very slowly. Right, hopefully this is going to get put to work after tomorrow, actually. Yeah, next month. It's going to be after the barley. We're going to cultivate the fields, and this is going to be used on the big cultivator. My foot is flat to the floor right now. Oh, this is going to take a bit of working. Right, we're going to get down to the farm, drop this off, and we will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for the start of barley harvest. And then not long after, I think corn will be ready as well. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, that's the big tires on now. What a size now. It is absolutely huge. And for some reason, all the way back, it took so long to drive back. The trailer was just digging out in the ground, and the back axle of the truck was the mudguard was digging into the tires. It took so long to get back, and it kept sliding and moving. So it's a good job we didn't take it down with the double tires on. But the dealership came down with their truck and trailer, which was good, and dropped off the remaining 4 tires for it. We just got them fitted now. It has taken a bit of time, but that is it here, ready for cultivating the barley fields. We'll just get that door closed. And now, since we're down here, that should still have plenty, yeah, 30. So that's plenty. We did empty out this middle bit here. We're going to use this tractor and we're going to fill up what we can for the pigs, because I know they do need some potatoes. Yeah, they could do another maybe 150 litres of potatoes. They actually go through it quite slowly and then top up the rest of them there. Probably give them a bale of straw since we're down here as well. I'm trying to think. We will be down here tomorrow actually. They should be okay now, but we will keep an eye on that throughout today because it's now 2:30 in the evening. That should last them till tomorrow, and we're hopefully the first job is get hay made and get a TMR mix into them guys. And they are still plenty of feed there. Hopefully we're going to get another set of 100 tomorrow as well, another 100 chicks. Tomorrow we'll have to purchase another 10 of each of the brown Swiss and Holstein cows. These guys may reproduce. Maybe, I can't remember how much they take in their pen there. We'll always have to keep an eye on the fermenting silo because we only got 87,000 litres left of clover silage, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. That should be okay for now. We can deal with it tomorrow after the harvest done and out of the way. We can top up with another sort of 40,000 litres of sorghum. Corn is going to be another day. Oh, maybe not actually. Oh yeah, another day. Corn's not ready till October. Yeah, that's still a while away. There's nothing really to sell right now. Potato chips, some beer, and ethanol, but really it's not at the best price. We're still losing quite a few $1,000s on each. In fact, potato chips is quite a good. Yeah, still, it's not really worth going away all the way down there with that. So, yes, I think we're going to go and jump in this tractor, go and feed the pigs, get it ready, and probably jump into tomorrow, where we're going to be into a barley harvest, which I believe is that field there as well. That's corn. So that should be ready tomorrow. Right, we're going to go and get this pigs fed, and we'll see you in the morning. Well, we've had a very busy morning indeed. It's now the 1st of July. We've got the clover field done. We got it mowed. We hired 2 mowers, the front one and one single side one instead of the usual double, just because it worked out a bit cheaper. That was $714 and $841 for the rear one. Then we leased a tedder. That was $841. And then the windrower we leased. I need to think about how I'm doing this, because that's in here. Yeah, they have 5,300 litres left, so really not a lot. Where did we leave? I think it's down here still. Yes, $841 for the tedder, $994 to lease the windrower, and $3,568 to lease the round baler. The reason for going with the round baler, you can see them all there, we'll figure out how much we've got in a second, is it was almost half the price of a square baler. Square baler started like 160 something thousand. And I just thought, it's not a huge field, we're not going to get much off it, it's not going to pay us well to spend nearly $8,000 on a big square baler. So we opted for the round baler. I'm just going to have to run over that chickens. It's fine, we might get more. In fact, hey, did we get more? Let's have a quick look. No, we didn't. We did get pigs though. We did. We have another 6 of each of our 3 breeds. So that's good. They're going to get through that a bit more, but it's also going to mean there's more manure and more slurry for when we eventually get the biogas plant. And we do need to, actually, we'll do it now. It's the start of the month. We need to buy another 10 of each. It's weird, I've noticed this as well. If we go in here to chickens, they're all white chickens. What happened here? And here. They come in all different different colours. There's another white and black speckled one. It's odd that. You can choose the breeds for sheep and cows, but the chickens are just white, but they appear in random colours. Right, we've got brown Swiss. We can still got room for them, that's fine. We need 10 of these ones, $2,500 again. And Holstein for producing milk, because that's our goal with these guys. 2,500 for another 10 of them. So now we've got 140 out of 500 in that barn. Let's go and grab the TMR mixer, give them their very first mix of TMR, and hopefully over the next, I'm assuming it's going to take a few hours to kick in. Probably by this afternoon, we should see them all at 100%, or at 100% productivity. They're at 100% now anyway. There we go. The fans are all working as well. I love how it's just, everything's animated. It's not just there for show as well. Right, we're going to get this loaded up. That's actually quite big for that shed. Get this all loaded up. We'll figure out the mixture rates because everything's different sizes. Right, I'll go and figure this out and we'll see you once it's all loaded up. When you move the eggs as well. They are 6,000. Right, I'll figure this out. We'll see you in a minute. Well, it's the fourth bale going in now of silage. I could have done 3 silage and 2 hay, but the reason for this is we have lots of silage. Or in theory we should. Let's check that because we did stop the production actually. It has been a little while since we said we were going to quickly check TMR, and it's been about an hour. We had to nip down to the other farm. Where are we here? Does it tell us your silage? Yeah, so 1,045,000 litres, but it should tell us in here actually. Yeah, there's that plane overhead again. Somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. It's very loud. Yes, so we have 978,000 litres of silage. Everything has been fully processed now, which is good. So we've got plenty of silage to keep us going. That's why I've put in 4 bales there. Hay is a bit more, in fact, that's another thing we could look at, our hay. Clover hay at the top here, just under 270,000 litres. So that's not bad. The one thing we did forget though is straw. We went down, we've picked up 10 bales of straw. There we go. We had to go and take the tractor down to get the straw and come back because for some reason we keep all the straw down at the pigs. To be fair, we haven't needed a reason to have it up here just now, but now we do. So when we go and harvest the fields, which is going to be as soon as this mix goes in here, they should take all of this, then we can go and get harvest underway. We're going to take some straw up here. I'm very tempted to build another shed actually. The same one we've got down at the pigs, just to keep straw in it, just a lot easier than stacking everything up manually. Right, that should be the mix. Very close to what it needs to be. Why? Is that, yeah, it's come up total mixed ration. 2,100. 41,250 even. Yeah, that's right. So that does work. We could put 1 bale in, just puts us into the green, and 4 of silage, but we don't have any of the... Why is it coming up corn straw? That's not straw from corn, is it? What does it say on the machine? Oh, it doesn't tell me. That's just normal straw, but we don't have anything modded to make corn straw. I'm pretty sure it's just from barley. Yeah, just straw. Odd. Oh well. Yeah, what was the thing? Mineral feed is the thing we don't have up here. Right, that's going to be in the next feed because we don't really have the time to go and do that. We need to get a combine running in the field and get going with that really. Right, TMR. Here we go. It's now going in. Finally. They're now going to be, hopefully, 100% productivity. Now I would assume put it all on one side just now. I think we'll be okay. Right, we can leave that tractor here because we don't need that for the moment. Right, that should be them full, or not full, but nowhere near full with TMR, so they could actually have quite a lot of feed pre-mixed in there. So that's good to save me doing mixes on camera. I can mix up, you know, 5 or 6 loads of TMR, throw it all into... That's one full load and it's barely even moved the bar. So it's going to hold quite a lot, which is good. But this productivity at the top, right, 89%, that should increase as they start eating this TMR, which is what we're hoping for. Right, the barley fields are ready, I'm pretty sure. Let's just double check again. Yes, it is. Field 6 is ready too. What's in there? Peas or something, is it? Yeah. Field 6. Is it a contract on Field 6? We're not going to do it, but I'm just curious to see. No, there's not one. Nope. I'm curious to see how much it would actually pay out for that. I would imagine it would be quite good. Right, harvesting. We need a truck. This is still running. Yeah, we'll leave that turned off just now. We don't need it. We'll put sorghum into our ethanol plant later on today. But right now, we need to get harvest underway because it is already 9:30 and we have messed about for quite a bit so far today. That was unnecessary, I would say. Right, we'll get everything ready. We'll leave this trailer here. The Super B is down at the other place, which is good. We don't need anything else from up here. So I'm going to ditch this trailer, take the Volvo back down to the other farm. And we are going to head over there to get harvest underway for year 4. So let's go and get this barley done. And we'll see you after a little montage. Oh, that's typical. I was just going to start some baling and he's got an 80% full tank. Right, so there has been a bit of a hiccup. We're going to run over slowly. Run over the truck. So yes, we do have the Kuhn baler. We did spend, it was a bit of a dumb move. We leased the round baler, then returned it because it was cheaper than renting the square baler. And realised after we returned it, we've still got this straw to do. Completely forgot that barley comes with straw. So this one isn't leased though. We bought this one for $49,488 deposit, which is 30%, and $1,112 a month for 10 years. Obviously, when we get the ethanol next year, that's going to be going into that and the Big Bud to pay them off. So we're hopefully going to be debt free, and I am going to miss this probably just by a hair because there's a sign there, and as soon as he makes that turn, oh, we might just get it. I'm going to hit that sign there. We may just do this actually. Is he going to fill? He is. Perfect. Now we just need him to stop there. Oh no. There we go. We also need to upgrade the horsepower of this because I believe, yep, it's only 600 horse. It might actually say on the door. Yep, it's a 600. So we need to upgrade that to, I think it's a 780. Because the weight of this, it really struggles. The Phoenix actually does really well for pulling it up the road, especially up that massive bridge. kind of fly over the water. This one needs an engine upgrade. When we were speaking to the dealer, they actually brought the baler down and left it beside the yard there, which was very nice of them. I've just knocked the other sign. In fact, the combine took that one out when he started. That wasn't me. I've just rolled over it. I'm not taking the blame for that sign there. Yeah, so we spoke to them and they said they had another thing in the sale that we may be interested in. So we thought, well, we wondered what it could be. We are aiming to get bigger drills, bigger planters, because obviously we're going to be getting bigger fields. Not right now. We really want the biogas plant. But yes, for fields, I was planning on field 6 and 35 because they are huge for essential crops. Up here beside the biogas plant, we're going to need to get fields 87, 72, 70 and 86. Not all at once, because obviously the biogas has a limit. We're going to have to split the fields up, you know, different days or different months for planting like corn. If we go back into... Oh, we did start the beer factory again. We've got 80,000 litres of barley put in there. We need sorghum to there later on, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about that right now, and that's still producing fine. What we're looking at is the biogas plant here. So it's going to be silage from our whole, well, not whole crop, but the corn silage. We're going to get digestate back out of that we can put back onto the corn fields, because we're going to do corn on corn, and then the third year we'll do something different just to mix it up a little bit so it's not always corn on corn. The methane and electric, I think, from what I've seen or what I found out, they both sell automatically. So I don't think we're going to benefit from the electric charge. However, selling that and the methane is going to bring in a massive amount of money, and we get most of that silage back in digestate, which means we can put that on our fields for fertilizer. But back to the shop, having something we may be interested in, having just purchased that Big Bud, they've got another one. I am very, very tempted just to go and finance it right now, because having two big 1100 horse tractors is going to be a serious improvement to the farm once we start building up machinery. Another thing we do need for our Bison Ridge farm, if I go back over here, moving, okay, it's a tractor, it's quite quick at 30 miles an hour, but by the time you go around the road, up onto this main road and then into Bison Ridge, it takes time to move things about. We're going to have another store up here for bales, and we're going to have a dedicated telehandler, just a cheap one, nothing fancy, nothing expensive, but just something here. So when we're down here, we can use the stayer tractor that we've got here for the baler just now, and that'll stay here to fill up the potatoes, to move stuff about, to do things as we need. And we'll have a telehandler up at this farm to do things again, to move bales. And then obviously the stayer that's down here can also feed the pigs, because it's got the bucket down here for it. That way the forklift only really needs pallet forks to stab into the bales to move them around. But that's something else to do. However, we still have just over 1 million in the bank. A $56,000 deposit is going to take us just under $1 million. I think we have to bite the bullet and do it. I was looking to see about these two, because they both came in the sale, but it's only 6 meters, and the plough we've got is like 18 point something silly. So we don't need that. This tillage, we don't really need it. We already have, I think we have a tillage tool. But this, I think, would be an absolutely fantastic addition. I'm going to match it to the same as what we had already, which is the Big Bud on double wide tires, which is absolutely ridiculous, but it's good grip in the fields. This one has the rim contour, the other one didn't, and it was going to charge me like $3,000. So it's right here is where the rim contour is. It doesn't really do anything. We don't need it, we do need it. We'll put it on. It's got it. We're going to tint the windows slightly, just so it's, because it gets hot. Logos and decorative stripes, we're going to keep them all original, the Big Bud colours. The overhead work lights we're going to put on front and back. I know it's LED and it looks silly, but it needs light because it's huge. Side working lights we're going to do front and rear, which is this little ones at the side here. Beacon lights, we need both with just the standard model of beacons. Window wipers, yes. All the colours I'm leaving as it is. And I believe the other one doesn't have a number plate now, thinking about it. We're going to put it to the back only. Now I think it's farming, that's the one. And we're going to change this to black. Okay, right, hire purchase, this one. We're going to put down 30%. Oh, this is much more expensive. Is that right? Let's quickly look back to what we paid before. That one was 283, this is 299. How's that? It's got less hours, I can guarantee it. Yes, 56,000, so it was a 20%, not 30. Right, that's maybe what it is. Okay, we'll do that over 10 years, makes it 2,300 a month, which we should manage to do. I don't think we need anything else right now. Let's purchase it. Done. It's a done deal. So now we have two big buds. We're going to have to change. I've already made the thumbnail, which has to now be changed because we've now got two big buds. I didn't expect the second one to come in, I'll be honest. That was a surprise, and the dealer told me, hey, we've got another one in the store. Do you want it? You just bought one. I had to. So the only thing left that we need to pay for, that I believe we have to pay for outright, we need to jump out and move him. Ooh, he's going to come and get me. The only thing we have to pay for outright that I don't believe we can finance is that Volvo truck. Where is he going? There's nothing else in the field. Is he just picking... I don't know what is he doing? If he dumps the combine there, I'm going to be annoyed that he's wasting money. Come on. He's not going to go straight in there. Completed the task. Really? Well, since he stopped, we'll park the combine there. And I'm going to go and get the truck and empty that now while it's stopped, save having to chase it around the field, because that's awkward when you get around to ditches. Well, yeah, the only thing is to change this to, I think it's a 780 from a 600 horse. It's a bit more powerful. It's what we need to get up that big hill, because when you've got full trailer, it's not working. We're going to have to bring that combine back a little. I don't want to drive through the crop. Right, we're going to get back into, it was meant to be a little bit of a time lapse, and it kind of was until we realised there's a big bud there once they dropped off the, that coon baler. But now the baler's here, it's on finance because we're going to need one every year. We're going to have to be doing barley, or we'll be doing wheat or something like that. We need it. And it also rotates the straw we've got in that shed as well for the pigs. I know it's just for bedding, but it just keeps it fresh. Sitting in there for a year or 2 years if we've got plenties, it's not right. Right, I'm going to continue this because I've probably yapped on long enough. But we now have two big buds in the same episode, which is phenomenal progress. It has cost a bit of money, but we're just under $1 million now. We're going to finish off everything here, get this field, the other barley field done. I'll probably see how long this episode's going to be, and I'll maybe jump into tomorrow, but it's probably going to be the end of the episode once we've harvested the fields. However, the big buds can both... Oh no, we've only got one... Yeah, that's the next issue. We need to buy more implements. We don't have enough. Right, let's set the worker away on this field, get him organised. Perfect. I'm not running all the way back over there to get the baler, because by the time I do that, he's going to be needing tipped again. Right, I'll stop yapping away here, and we'll continue with the time lapse. once all the barley fields finished up now, we do have the baler, or we were working through the baling, but it does take a minute. So we have this field left to bale, a little bit of the other one to finish off as well. But that is the barley finished. We'll just put this into the trailer and we're going to get a rough number. I can stop the combine now actually, there we go. Should be a little bit left in here. That's maybe going to take it all in there, is it? Really? 1,000 litres in the last hopper. Right, that's that emptied. I'll turn that off. Right, we'll jump back into the truck here. So we've got 41,000 litres there. Plus we have, we'll just check, because we did put a full load, which I think is 80,000 litres or so. Yeah, so 80,000 litres there, plus the 40, here's 120, and where's barley? Oh, it's at the top here. Yep, starts with B, it's the start of the alphabet. So that was 120, so 340,000 litres-ish we've got of barley from this harvest, which is very good. Most of this is going to be for the chickens, and, well, I say most of it. Some of it's going to be for the chickens, most of it's going to be for the beer factory. But I think this episode has went on long enough. I don't think we're going to be able to sell enough things to afford the biogas plant, but the only thing we can check on is our cows. They're now at 100% productivity, which I think is going to be for them all, yes. The only ones is 86% health, but that's for the ones we bought today, but tomorrow they'll be up at 100. So the TMR has worked. I'm going to do off camera because it is very repetitive. I'm going to make about 3 or 4 mixes of TMR and chuck it into their pen just to keep it topped up and filled, so we don't need to mess about with that, because the next thing is the rain is coming at 8 o'clock, but that's going to be later on. Right now we're going to head over, tip this into our grain bins here, and I think we'll end the episode there. For the next one to be finishing off getting the bales, we need to put a new shed in at Bison Ridge. I could sneak around the corner of that cornfield, but I don't want to. And we need to upgrade the engine in this as well, which is a must do, because this is very slow for a 600 horse, and only one trailer's full. Our other one's got 1,000 litres in it. Right, we are going to leave the episode there, but we've done a fantastic amount of work. We've managed to get the first TMR mix in for the cows. We've managed to get the hay baled. A little bit of a hiccup with the baler, but we sorted that. We bought one. The field is baled there. This one is ready to bale. And we bought 2 big buds. So I think we'll leave the episode there. I've just knocked that sign down. I thought that was a wage payment for it. Charged for the sign. Right, we'll leave this one here, and we'll see you in the next one for hopefully a bit more and very close to the corn harvest as well, because there's not really much to do between now and then. And the next episode we'll have the big bud out in the field working with the cultivator to get them prepped ready for drilling. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.